beef rice recipe, and I make that week after week after week for him because it is his absolute favourite. And I thought, how can I change it up? Can I make it a little bit different? There's still the same sort of elements, but with orzo. So I've come up with this beef tomato orzo dish. I really hope you enjoy this. Don't forget to hit the like button for me. And if you are new over here at Susannah's Kitchen, then please do press that subscribe just button down below because it does so help my channel. It really does make all the difference to me. So thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope you do enjoy this. Give it a go. Let me know in the comments what you think. And if you do see me use anything in any of my videos that you're interested in getting, so maybe it's an accessories you've seen, or maybe you're after one of my cookbooks, they're all available over on my website, which is www.susannahskitchen.uk. Right, let's go and grab our ingredients and let's start cooking. So I'm heating my pot on SEAR and saute, and this is a really simple, easy midweek meal, this one. So once your pot is hot, you want to get your beef mince in. So 500 grams of beef mince. This recipe is for 4 people. And let's get that beef mince straight in. We can start breaking up the beef mince. If you want to add a little bit of spray oil in if you feel it needs it, then you can do that. This hasn't got very much fat in it. It's a 5% fat beef mince. So just add a little bit of spray oil as needed, just to the bottom, just lubricates it a little bit. Now, if you wish to, you can put an onion into this. So I'd probably just start off by putting my onion in with my beef mince. I'm not adding it today, but it obviously is going to give you a nice base and extra flavour. So if you like your onion, pop that in. Now I use garlic granules, but again, you can swap that out for some fresh garlic. So there's always ways of changing up recipes if you've not got the exact things that I have got. But what we want to do is basically brown off this beef mince, and then we're going to really season it up so it tastes really good. So let's get some black pepper on this beef. A little bit of salt. I'm not going to use too much because I am going to be adding in stock to this, and stock can be a little bit salty. So I'm going to continue now breaking that up a little bit more. Into the beef, I'm going to add around a tablespoon of garlic granules, the same of smoked paprika, and then around a teaspoon of mixed Italian style seasoning. You can swap that out for oregano or just a mixed herbs or whatever you fancy, really. You can put basil into it. It's up to you. Give that a good mix round. Now, this is going to have more cook time, but I like to brown off the beef to start with. As you can see, we're not stuck on the bottom. It's all looking really, really good. And that is now smelling amazing as well. I'm going to squeeze in tomato puree. You want a couple of tablespoons. I might be running a little bit short today. It's on my shopping list, but a couple of tablespoons if you've got it. And then just stir that through. Lovely. In with the orzo. So that's 300 grams of orzo that I've added in. Stir that through your beef. We're going to add 400 grams of tomato passata. And then on top of that, we go in with our stock. And I'm using beef stock for this recipe. Makes the most sense. But of course, if you don't have it, you can use a different stock. It's not really going to matter. Now we basically want to simmer this until our orzo is cooked. Now, obviously, different brands are going to vary slightly. My packet says around 11-12 minutes, but it could take as long as 15 minutes with everything in here. But just bring that up now to a simmer, stirring it occasionally as well. You don't walk away and leave it. We don't want it stuck to the bottom. If you need to add a little bit more stock, we can add a little bit more stock as we go. You just want the sear and saute not too high, and then I'll be back. So don't forget, keep stirring this. It will catch on the bottom even though there is that amount of liquid in there. So just to stir every few minutes Obviously, we're not standing here for too long. It's not cooking for that long. And then we're going to top it once it's cooked with this 4 cheese mix. And then we're going to grill it. And it's going to be delicious, quick and easy. You could even chuck some extra veg in here if you wanted to. Maybe put some peas into it, or some mushrooms would be nice. So I think I'm getting close now. I generally just grab a fork and then just test the ORZO. So I've been going between level 2 and 3 on the Ninja to get this cooked. As I said, you do want to just taste it. Now, if you've not cooked with ORZO before, it's going to have a ever so slightly chewy texture, but not very, very chewy, because obviously it wouldn't be cooked then. So it's got a slightly chewy texture, and it's a little bit like a risotto, really. So let's give it a test. Yeah, I think that is nearly there. I'm going to give mine a couple more minutes, and I think we'll then be cooked. I've decided to add in some petit pois straight from the freezer. So we added the cheese on top, and I've grilled that for 4 minutes, and that's lovely and melted. Got a nice bit of colour on there. Just adding it a little bit of parsley just over the top. And we're ready to serve. I've just served up 3 portions here, but I've got leftovers, of course. That'll either be for tomorrow or we'll go back for some seconds because there's just 3 of us eating tonight. This definitely serves 4 people. As you can see, there's plenty left there in the pot. We've given it a try already and it is lovely. And what a quick and easy dinner to create midweek.